Kaiju are always fun and interesting. Seeing them in movies tearing things up and fighting against humans or other monsters is enthralling. This goes double for Godzilla, our reluctant protector slash basketball player who ends up fighting on our side most of the time and wrecking our home's others. With the release of Godzilla King of the Monsters, I thought it'd be fun to go back and visit one of my favorite Godzilla games, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. Let's see if this game is a trip down memory lane or another Godzilla title that should be forgotten. What is happening? Mattmade here, bringing you my review of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters on GameCube. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters was released back in 2002 on Xbox, Game Boy Advance, and everyone's favorite bludgeon, the Nintendo GameCube. See, it even has that nifty little handle so it can really get a good swing in. The game has a very loose story in its adventure mode. I mean very loose. It barely counts as a story. Aliens come to Earth trying to enslave everyone and take control over all the Kaiju. You pick one of the Kaiju and break free of their control, and you fight through all the others until you get to the alien ship and have a showdown with Mecha Godzilla. Upon which, the aliens run away and vow to return for vengeance. That's it. Nothing else happens. You beat down a bunch of Kaiju and an alien superweapon, and then go back to doing whatever it is that you do. You start the game off with 3 Kaiju unlocked, and each time you go through a different Kaiju's adventure mode, you unlock a new one. By continuing to do this, you can unlock all the Kaiju and play your favorite, giving you incentive to slog through the adventure mode, which can be quite annoying at times. The full roster is Godzilla 90s, Godzilla 2000, Mecha Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Mecha Ghidorah, Anguirus, Rodan, Destroyer, Megalon, Gigan, however you want to pronounce it, and Orga, the secret character you can only unlock by playing through everyone's adventure mode. Now there are quite a few modes in this game aside from the adventure mode. There's the versus mode where you can fight one-on-one with a friend or a computer, allowing you to hone your skills and be your best Kaiju self. This mode is pretty fun when you and a friend have some salt and need to get it out. It's pretty basic and fun, as no frills as this game can get. Survival mode is exactly what it sounds like. You go through as many fights as you can, retaining your health and facing enemies that progressively get more difficult as you try to get a higher score. You do get health back as you progress, however, as you go through, you get less and less back. The melee mode is what this game is all about. As this was released back during the era where couch co-op was really the only co-op, there was a large emphasis placed on making games 4-player so that you and 3 of your homies can make the most out of it. This is where the game really shines and at the same time falls apart due to its mechanics. You can go from laying the smackdown on someone to getting stomped out in the corner by everyone. Truly the pinnacle of gaming. Aside from that, you also have a team battle and destruction mode, rounding out all of the modes in this game. Team battle is self-explanatory. However, destruction mode is a fun mode to play when you get tired of simply fighting each other and want to spice things up a bit. Instead of simply beating each other down, you're trying to get the most points by destroying buildings around you. You can still beat on and toss your friends around in order to get them away from buildings so that you can knock them down yourself. The bigger the building, the more points that it's worth. It really feels like Rampage, but with Toho monsters. The game's mechanics are quite simple. You have 2 attack buttons, 1 punch and 1 kick, a special button, and a projectile. You can also block, run, duck, dodge, and jump, which I find hilarious. Like, why is Godzilla jumping? I know he has hops, but damn. He is really trying to get that basketball career restarted. The controls are tight and you can be pretty nimble at times, which is surprising as they are giant monsters that weigh literal tons. Why they're that nimble? I have no idea. I don't even know how that's physically possible, but it is, and it's cool. You can do some pretty cool combos and really roll someone if the right circumstances occur. This is a big if, as the matches can and will throw a variety of things at you. In true Godzilla fashion, the humans are out in force and trying to take down the Kaiju as they fight. From missiles to stun beams to raining bullets onto you, you'll be constantly taking damage from something. On top of that, the aliens are also messing around and doing things in the stages. UFOs will come hovering down and drop off different power-ups for you to fight over and try to get. From getting rage so that you can perform your super move, to calling in Mothra so that she can pester the hell out of your opponent. The game is chaotic as hell. The randomness of the items can really make getting through adventure mode difficult, as when you're beating down on the computer, they immediately know when and where an item spawns. They can then make a beeline to it, and you have to either stop them or get to it before they do. It really becomes a nightmare on higher difficulties. The sound design of the game is really good. Certain areas, such as the hit sounds, are a bit lacking, but the sounds of the kaiju and their special attacks are fantastic, which they need to be, as this is a monster fighting game. It's a kaiju fighting game. If they didn't sound cool, the whole game fails. Godzilla's iconic roar is in full effect on the GameCube, and every kaiju has distinct sounds and footsteps. No effort was wasted on that front. Even the visuals of the game are solid. All the kaiju are detailed and animate well, to a surprising degree. They all even have different and interesting run animations. Anguilos runs on all fours like some weird spiky turtle thing, which I found hilarious. While Mechagodzilla has jets he uses to fly around like he's Iron Man. Much of the effort went into making the kaiju as real and as detailed as possible. The buildings and stages are all very congested. You'll find yourself stomping on buildings and tanks through most of the battle. While not as detailed as the kaiju, they do what they were made for, to be either picked up and thrown or crushed underfoot. They are all blocky and simple, which I didn't mind too much. However, the buildings will interfere with the camera at times. When you're in close quarters or behind a tall building, the camera will just show the building you're facing, and you won't be able to tell where you are or what's going on, which is annoying to say the least. It doesn't happen enough to become a turnoff, but it could have been handled better. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters is a game that you put on when you want to go back and reminisce about the good old days, of when couch co-op and mayhem were key. If you have a GameCube sitting around, then it's definitely worth trying to find and pop in every now and then. If you don't, I'm not promoting emulation, but it is out there if you wish to find it. Either way, it is a game definitely worth checking out. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have you played Godzilla Destroy All Monsters? Are you into kaiju films? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget, if you're a fan of gaming, consider striking that subscribe button and hitting the bell. This is Mattmade, and I will see you in the next video.